Hi guys, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps and welcome to another Christmas demonstration. We are going to be using our Dinkles and some watercolour card and then stamping over the top. You can do this to whatever size you want. I'm using watercolour card today simply because I'll be throwing quite a lot out of water at it. The multifarious card is equally as good, but the watercolour card just holds that little bit more water without it warping. So just making sure that's completely covered. And then I've got my watered down Dinkles. So all I'm going to do is start picking up some of these gorgeous colours and then just tapping that over the top, and you can see what's happening. Just creates its own gorgeous pattern. So a bit of pink, let's do a little bit of blue. And the vibrancy of them are just superb. Now if you want to just water that down again slightly to give a little bit more of a pastel effect, and of course you can still keep adding if you wish. A bit of purple maybe. Nice. Let's just move that around. We've got that lovely magical sort of mystical background there, so we can dry that off. And now we've got our stamp, and we're going to ink up in our VersaFine Clair. This is the Nocturne. So I'm going to do it just slightly off centre. Remembering to give that a good press because we are stamping onto watercolour card. Let that ink soak in. And there we go. So I've got my little fence here. I thought that would be quite nice to pop down in the background there. So I'm just masking that off. And then we'll ink up our little fence. And then we're going to pick a colour, dark lemon, and then we're going to just work our way around the bottom here, just to give it some depth. And we'll pull all the detail out with a lighter colour. but for now I'm just going to pop this darker colour around. So we've got some of our pens here from Kuretake, so I'm going to just start bringing in a little bit of colour. I want to keep it fairly light, otherwise I'm going to lose the definition of the image. I'm just doing a hint of green. And some yellow. Just to give it a little bit of a golden look. Just starts to really 3D it the more you kind of work on it. So I'm going to bring in a few little leaves now as well. So I'm going to ink up in Warm Breeze and just start with a few leaves there in the background. Just by repeating this over and over again, you just got that lovely illusion of leaves hanging down from the tree. All the way across. And we can bring in another different colour here. Just keep on working with it. Slowly, slowly it'll all start coming together. So I'm going back to a darker colour. I think we've got the denim's the darker one. Yeah. And I'm going to just bring in that depth even more now. At the top of the tree. Okay, so I've got one of our glittery Posca pens here, which it looks like gold in the light. It's really fabulous. So I'm just going to go over the top and highlight certain areas. And I'll hold it up to the light and you'll be able to see the glitter in it. And I've got the white here as well. So this has got a really nice fine nib on. So if we just want to highlight a few little areas, it's great for that. The brush on this is so fine. You can get all that lovely detail without actually spoiling the stamped image. You can just work your way around, following all those roots. You're not colouring them in, you're just putting a little line over the top in between the black, and it just highlights. And 3D's the image. I hope you can see that under the camera now. It just pulls out that lovely detailed image. So I think we need some words down that side. I'm just going over the edge of the card, so darken that edge again. And then lastly, I'm going to pop some glitter. This is our Stickles, and I'm just going to follow the line of the foliage down, hanging off the tree. Now if you're not confident to sort of draw lines like this, then just dot. You can dot. And that makes it a little bit easier if you've not got a steady hand. A few little sparkles around the edge. And there it is. So that was just a basic background built up with the Dinkles, using Poscas and the Kuretake, and then finishing off with a little bit of glitter. Thanks so much for joining me again, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's demo. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.